Whether we like to admit it or not, in these times, everybody is so busy working, going to school, running that rat race. Sometimes these simple things like making a loaf of bread from scratch at home gets foregone. So today I'm going to actually take it slow, go back to basics, and we're going to make some bread. Simple as that. Here in the Caribbean, we celebrate our rich and diverse heritage every day in every pot. The story of our shared experiences is told in every bite of our favorite dishes. Join us as we explore Caribbean cuisine, where every dish is simply local. So before we dive into this bread recipe, if you're enjoying some Be Local and eatahfood in general, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be sure to like us on Facebook and also follow us on Instagram. So I'm of the firm belief that everybody needs to make a loaf of bread at least once in their life. It will teach you something about patience, about trusting your instincts, and it kind of allows you just to slow down a bit and actually appreciate what you're doing. So when you actually do eat the bread, you feel so proud of yourself, and it's a great feeling. If you are lucky enough to be able to make bread every day, I envy you. It's very easy these days just to grab a good loaf of bread from the grocery or your favorite bakery. But this time I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So if you ever want to do this in your life, you can go right ahead. So I'm starting off here, I'm adding an extra cup of flour. And I already have 2 cups of flour here measured out. And today I'm using cuisine all-purpose flour. So I have my flour here measured out. And to the flour, simply I'm just adding a 1/2 tablespoon of dried instant yeast. And I know yeast is the point where people start to get scared. I've actually had a lot of different friends and viewers and family members tell me, Hannah, if there's a yeast in your recipe, they don't want no pot. But don't be scared. It's super, super simple. And it's just a couple of rules you have to follow to make sure that your bread comes out great every single time with yeast. Now I'm adding some brown sugar. And lastly, and very importantly, I'm adding some salt. And don't worry, the full recipe and all the exact amounts on eatahfoodtt.com, and it'll be in the links provided. I'm just gonna bring this mixture together, combine it evenly. So now I'm gonna move on to my wet ingredients. So here I have 1/2 cup of hot water. To this, I'm just going to add a 1/2 cup of full cream milk. I'm using cuisine full cream milk. Now because the water is really hot, my milk is room temperature, it's kind of bringing the milk up to temperature. And the correct temperature to activate our yeast. To this liquid mixture, I'm adding just a tablespoon of vegetable shortening. Okay. So what the milk and water is going to do is going to melt the shortening, and that way it will better incorporate into our dry ingredients. So I'm going to pour this mixture into a nice big glass bowl so you guys can see properly. There we go. So I know what you're thinking. A lot of bread recipes, it tells you to mix your yeast with the warm water or warm milk, but this time we don't have to do it because we're using instant yeast. So you can kind of just skip that step and get to the bread a little bit faster. So I'm just going to gently melt the shortening into the water and milk mixture. And make sure that your mixture isn't scalding hot. It just needs to be warm enough to activate the yeast. Now I'm actually going to add my dry into the wet ingredients. Again, a lot of recipes tell you to do the other way around, do wet into dry. But in my experience, the dough comes together a lot faster when you mix the dry into the wet. So I'm gonna start off by using this rubber spatula. I'm just gonna kind of bring everything together and turn the liquid into the dry ingredients. So I mix this with my spatula just until it starts to form a ball and I can no longer mix it. Then I'm going to graduate to my clean hands and a clean counter. So I'm just going to flour the counter and then dump the ball of dough onto the flour. All right, and then it's now time for my second most favorite part, which is kneading. First is obviously always eating. So let's get into it. Just a little note on actually kneading bread. What I like to do, everybody kneads differently, is I like to use the heel of my hand here and I like to turn one piece into the middle and then use this hand to turn it. And then again, heel, push, turn, heel, push, turn, heel, push, turn, right? And you could do this as fast or as slow as you like, but in my experience in kneading dough and making bread, this is the action that works best for me. Now dough feels really nice and pliable. So I'm just gonna knead this for about 8 minutes or so. And what I want is a nice smooth surface all around. So if you're looking at this recipe and saying, oh, this is white bread, I don't know if I really want to go for that, that's fine. You could always replace some of the flour, of the white flour, with whole wheat flour. Usually in bread baking, you don't always swap out all the whole wheat flour for white flour and vice versa, just because it requires different levels of hydration. So if you want to add some more flavors in there, if you want to add flax seeds, you can grind those up and throw them in. You could add some oats if you'd like. And by all means, if you want to take out perhaps like 1 of the cups of white flour and add whole wheat flour, go right ahead. And you always want to make sure that your surface is well floured. If you ever feel like it's sticking, always have a little bowl of extra flour here. Things are coming together now. The dough feels super soft and malleable. So I'm just going to form it and give it one final little push. Right, and there you go. So now I'm gonna take this dough and I'm actually going to put it in a greased bowl. I'm gonna cover it with a tea towel, and when it's doubled in size, we'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about an hour, and let's check out our bread. Ta-da! So it has definitely doubled in size. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna punch out the air, or like knock out the air, whichever terminology you wanna use. And I'm just gonna take my clean fist and put it right into the bread. There you go. Just turn it into itself. And I'm just going to gently form it into a loaf. And I have my loaf pan here. It's actually a pretty snazzy loaf pan, if I do say so myself. And I am just going to press this right inside. So I'm going to let this rest for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until you start smelling that irresistible homemade bread smell. I'm so excited. So it's been about 30 minutes, and as you can see, our bread has risen beautifully. Now I'm going to put it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until we start smelling the bread, and then we get to dive in. Alright everyone, there you have it. It smells delicious in here. The bread is just slightly warm. I did allow the bread to cool for about 45 minutes before we cut it. That way, when you cut it, it's not gonna, it definitely needs a time to rest. So I'm trying to say, it needs a time to rest for the airflow to settle and for all the oils to kind of become balanced before you cut it. And it's definitely worth it because look at this beautiful bread. Lots of nice air pockets there. Super fluffy and a beautiful golden brown crust on top. Just gonna add a couple slices of your good old rat cheese and make myself a little cheese bread. Bombs away. Put this out. I am enjoying this. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. So guys, I insist, the next time you have some time in your hands, you probably have all these ingredients in your house already. Just make a little bread treat the family now. It smells so good. You could have the little ones help you. It's delicious, and this recipe is foolproof. I got your back, don't worry about it, okay? Special thanks to our friends at Cuisine for sponsoring this video. Cuisine products are found at master stores nationwide. Until next time guys, I'm gonna get on with this bread and see you in the next episode. Bye.